but I'm testing it. I'm trying to figure out some microphone settings. So bear with me while I get my bearings here. Okay, it looks like it is streaming this time. I'm gonna try plugging in my other microphone.
Okay, it looks like it is streaming this time.
Oh. Sorry. Is the microphone working? Working. Does the microphone not work when I push the button and work when I do push it? That seems like... Does the microphone not work when I push the button and work... And now I'm not pushing the button. Okay, so it looks like this is a mute button, not a talk button. That seems like the exact opposite of what I would want. But it also looks like I don't have audio or video, which is kind of one of those things I want. I'm going to try unplugging my phone again and see if that gets my video going. Sorry, I'm still working out the tech stuff. I'm not super great at this. Okay. I got video. I'm assuming I have audio. Let me know if I don't have audio. I'm just gonna get going here. I'm not gonna be talking too much. That's why I wanted the mute button. I'll work on the technicalities and see if I can figure it out later. But we're doing commissions today, which means we're drawing the cast of Danny Phantom. So yeah, I'm gonna just get started with that. I'm really excited someone commissioned this because I've been wanting to draw them forever, but I've got a to-do list and a half. How are we gonna do this hair? So I've seen 2 episodes of Danny Phantom. I saw one as a kid and I don't really remember it. I think they ended up in hell. And that scared me. As a child, I was very, very sheltered, so there were a lot of things I wouldn't watch. Just because, I don't know, I was scared of, like, actual demons coming out of the TV if I saw satanic imagery, that kind of stuff, you know? Normal kid things. And then I saw one episode, I had an ex who was, or I had an ex, anyway, they were super into Danny Phantom. They started showing it to me, and then we broke up, and I just never finish it. So maybe I've seen more than 2 episodes, I don't know. It's been a bit. I liked what I saw, I know I had school and... I guess I kind of thought about them when I thought about the show, so I just didn't really boot it back up ever. With how much I like Ghosts, though, you would think I would. Maybe I'll watch it sometime. I mean, I got time, I'm on quarantine. So by the by, if anyone's watching live right now, if you do comment in the in any of the chats, I'll reply just like verbally since I've got microphone on this time. Do we think arms folded or... Oh yeah, I'm thinking arms folded. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Cool. I'm pretty happy with that. So the person who commissioned these, I do not know who it is, name off the top of my head, so I'm sorry, I'll and if they gave me social media to tag, I'll link it in after live is done here. But, so they commissioned the main 3, Danny, Sammy, and Tucker, I believe? Yeah, and Tucker. But not Phantom Danny. But I think I'll draw Phantom Danny on my own time, just because it seems so wrong to have Danny Phantom, but not have Phantom Danny, you know? Nope. The pen always spritzes out just a little bit when I'm streaming. I think my iPad here might just not enjoy the extra processing power. So, when the microphone is plugged in, sorry, I've got mic on right now. When the microphone is plugged in, the video doesn't work, and the button is not a push to mute it button. It's not a push to talk button. It's a push to mute button. So I'd have to be holding it down the entire time. I know, so I'll have to figure something else out. I don't like this ear. Yeah, we're gonna have a slight cameo by the cats probably every once in a while. It's another one of the reasons I really wanted a default mute and then push when I had something to say button, because we got this kitten cat. He's a teenager. He's a bratty teenager right now. Dee Dee is just the loudest cat I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. Man, I really need to do... Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I need to do more live streaming, if nothing else, just so I can get used to the way the pen works while it's streaming, because it's just like a little bit laggy, and that lack of response is just... I don't know.
Ketchum all because he's Danny Phantom, so it's like Ash Ketchum with Danny Phantom's body.
Yes.
But like Ash Ketchum's hat now.
You know what? They have both been ghosts, I think. Well, have you seen more Danny Phantom than me? Do you know
I've seen so much.
You've seen Danny Phantom? Okay.
So much.
So Ash has been a ghost and then come back to normal. Danny's half ghost?
Yeah, he's half ghost.
Did he die or
Like,
okay, do they ever actually fully explain the science or is it kind of
they do, but I can't remember.
okay.
Realistically, it's been 13 years.
Okay.
And that is half of my life.
So you mean you're not like me where you can remember random details about all the things you
I've seen
said?
Little Alchemist like 100 times, and like you could ask me details, and I'd be like, I don't know.
I know, that's cool.
I can't remember as heightened.
Right? Well, we were well, I was reading you his Wikipedia description and you immediately were like, that sounds like my boy.
So I know everything about Ed, maybe not necessarily Full Metal Alchemist though.
Okay, just Ed. You just know the important.
Just the important bits.
Yeah.
Ed.
Hey, can you actually come... Sorry, I'm talking to Brittany now, so... Just in case anyone's wondering, my wife is in quarantine with me. Brittany, can you actually come look at this and let me know if it's too weird to have the bangs going off the... Not bangs, the... What is that even called? The tuft in the back there. Does that look okay? Does it make it not look like him?
It doesn't look like him.
Doesn't look like him? Okay. He looks a little Gary Oak-esque.
Hey, how do these cats keep getting these pillows on the ground?
Better pillows than televisions. Our cat smashed our television. So, rip the TV. Different cat, not Dee Dee. That was, Prince Fluff that did that. Yeah, our cats' names are Prince Fluff and King Dee Dee. Not in that order, though.
There's an order to our cats.
There is. The prince is the old one and the king is the baby.
That's true. My mom was offended when she heard that. She was like, he's been there longer. Why doesn't he get the name King? And I was like,
Yeah, because he's fluffy. He's so fluffy. That name is perfect for him, and I will fight your mom.
King Dedede, and his name at the shelter was King Marmot the Third.
Yeah.
Which his name is still King Marmot. Like, it's also just Dedede and Baby.
It's also King Dog Dog.
King Dog Dog. That was a good one.
Yeah, we got some spam mail from. It wasn't.
Vet.
Well, no, it was spam mail from the vet.
No, it was trying to confirm the appointment.
Okay, we got an email from our veterinarian trying to confirm our appointment because our lovely cat got himself constipation because he stands up to poop. So, no, I guess that's true. But he does stand up to poop and it's weird. But anyway, so we got this spam from the vet addressed to, well, not addressed to, but confirming our appointment for our pet, King Dog Dog. You know, our cat, King Dog Dog. And didn't you, like, spell it for her on the phone?
I did spell it. Dog Echo. That's what I did.
Oh.
Dog Echo, Dog Echo.
Okay. And she took that and just went, so Dog Dog.
Maybe I should have said Diego, huh?
Then it would have been your cat, King Diego Diego.
Which, I mean, that's a great name, actually. Hi, King Diego Diego.
Does he like it? Does he?
He really hates being pet right now.
Oh, why?
I don't know, 'cause he's a dog.
Is he agreeing with you or correcting you there?
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Okay. Thank you for the strawberries.
Yep.
Oh. Goodbye.
Bye. I love you.
Take King Dog Dog with you.
Yeah, I will.
I love you too.
Baby, come on. Baby.
If you can, please, while I'm drawing Danny here, please, don't do too heavy of streaming activities.
Oh, I was just gonna look at my
Okay. Okay. Have fun. Bye. Alright, Danny, just you and me now. Just kidding. Or am I? Okay, so I've seen 2, maybe, episodes of Danny Phantom. I'm going to try to guess the plot based off of the fan art I've seen. So Danny's a boy who might be transgendered. I don't know. See, this is why I shouldn't base any plot information off of just fan art I've seen. But there's no way this is accurate. But okay, so Danny's a boy who might be transgendered, and his parents might not like him. And I think his sister definitely doesn't like him, because, you know, every teen has sister problems, and I think every boy has sister problems in every kid show ever. In fact, I don't think any siblings in any kid shows are actually friends. Like, Maya and Miguel, they were friends. And that is the end. Who? I have never seen. What show is that? That's the name of the show? And they're friends? Okay. Brittany has informed me that Max and Ruby were friends. I didn't see. Yeah. Okay, so little kid shows, like tiny kid shows, siblings are friends. But once you get to, like, Arthur and up in your age group, siblings are bitter enemies. So, yeah, Danny Fenton here, is probably a trans boy who found his evil parents' secret machine where they were going to take over the world. Probably not. His parents probably aren't the villains. We probably got, like, a classic cartoon character, just normal scientists living in suburbia and just happen to crack the mysteries of the universe and create a superhero in your basement type of story going. Kind of like Powerpuff Girls. Gosh, that's in the theme song, right? Like, his whole backstory is just a normal kid and got turned into a ghost, and now he's Danny Phantom. I'm sure it's catchy. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I really wish I knew. But okay, let me try to figure out the rest of the plot just based off of memes. So he's got a scene girlfriend, an emo girlfriend. Although it's a kids/teens show, so they probably don't start dating for the first, I don't know, how long did this show go? I'm gonna say the first, like, 30% of the show. Oh, shoot. Hey, Brittany, can I use your pen? My pen, is it 5% because I'm dumb and didn't charge my pen before doing this? Oh, thank you.
That way, because my pen's
It's very kind.
high on.
Hey, so Brittany, sorry, I'm trying to guess the plot of Danny Phantom.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Based off of fan art and such that I've seen. So, is Danny transgendered?
You know, it's been a long time since I've seen it. I can accept the headcanon, though.
Okay. So, yes, canon. Danny's transgendered.
I said headcanon. I don't know about canon.
Yeah, no, headcanon means canon.
People are weak and won't just let gays exist.
Yeah, if they won't let gays exist, they won't let transgender people exist either. That would be too easy.
Gays is in the whole spectrum of LGBT.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I mean, it took till like the very last you literally cannot cancel us now episode of Adventure Time for them to let their very clearly gays be gay, and Korra got shut down before they could even do it. Like, there's
rain clouds or those snow clouds.
Was it snowing?
Like rain clouds. When are my tulips going to sprout?
Never. You don't get tulips. You know, I forgot to put his clothes on, and I should do that before I move on. Yeah. Should I refer to Danny as a they? Because I don't know which way they've transitioned. Okay.
I know for sure that they present as male.
Okay. So Danny is a teen boy with a emo not girlfriend. She probably doesn't appreciate her inner beauty because she's goth, and that's a common theme. I'm just taking like Disney Channel tropes and assuming that they apply to you. What was this Nickelodeon or was this Okay, I grew up with I could watch same guy as Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah. Okay, well yeah, that's a. He has a foot fetish. Yeah. Why? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, growing up I watched Kids WB. And on Saturdays, I was allowed to watch the Winnie the Pooh show on Channel 10. And then specifically just Pokemon and Sonic X. Pokemon on Channel 30. And, see, that was Kids WB. And then Sonic was on the Fox box. Oh, I was allowed to watch, Kirby Right Back at You until the Halloween episode, and then there was, like, demons or something, and my mom saw and was like, not in this house. So, stopped watching Kirby. Oh, hey, someone on the Twitch chat has let us know that we're mixing up our content creators. This guy does not have a foot fetish. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for clearing that up. I can draw Danny with a much more clear conscience now.
Oh no, you're right. This guy who made iCarly, huh?
The iCarly guy?
The iCarly guy.
Oh, didn't he do like a bunch of other stuff that's like recently come out and like? Well, has it recently come out or have I just recently heard about it? You know, like I never know.
Yeah, Dan Schneider.
I never know how recent my news is because I'll see a thing on Tumblr and be like, whoa, when did this happen? And it'll be like, oh, 10 years ago. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll put down the pitchfork then.
That video of like Ariana Grande with like for some reason he made her put water all over her, like
Yeah.
hypersexualized it, and she was like 13, and he's a disgusting piece of human garbage.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard Brittany, but I agreed with what Brittany said. About, I know, like, all this stuff is coming out about, and again, I don't know how recent it's come out, but all this stuff's coming out about Disney Channel actors and the terrible, terrible things that they went through during their careers, and I know, you know, like, I feel like I give my mom way too much crap for, like, oh, I was so sheltered, oh, I missed out on all the cartoons, but, like, at least she, like, didn't let me into some terrible situation no child should be into because she wanted me to be famous so she could retire early, you know? Like, I feel like there's no other excuse for any parents to let their kids, like, hang out on Hollywood sets, and I don't know, I guess I'm not part of that world, though. I have really no right to judge it, but based on the information I have, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that goes on, and you would have to be the most inattentive or non-caring parent in the world to not realize it, you know? But also, maybe they didn't know. Maybe they legitimately didn't know, and now that everything's coming out, it's destroying them. I don't know. I guess I really shouldn't judge, but I will judge the people who do the terrible things. They deserve some sort of repercussion, but they'll probably never get it, because, you know.
Apparently Dan Schneider got fired from Nickelodeon.
Oh, who's Dan Schneider?
The foot fetish pedophile.
Oh, cool. Well, apparently Foot Fetish Guy did get fired, so. Cool.
According to one news report that I
Okay, according to a single news report that we read the headline for. It is. That is how news happens now. Gosh, I'm part of the problem, aren't I? Okay, so speaking of fake news, so Danny Phantom is just a cool teen trans boy with a goth girlfriend starting around 30% of the way through the series. And one day he walked into his parents' secret lab and turned into a half ghost, which may mean that he's dead and this is purgatory that we're seeing, but who knows? That's just a theory. Oh man, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. We're gonna just redraw these pants completely. So then he started fighting crime, because that's what children do. It's ghost themed, so I don't know, what kind of ghosts do you think we're talking here? Are we talking like a Ghost Rider? Is this yes, I'm going to help all the children learn about well, no, okay, so yeah, so Ghost Rider is terrible because not Ghost Rider, by the way, Ghost Writer, like I'm writing a letter to this ghost, or rather this ghost is writing a letter to me.
We're not talking about the classic Nick Cage film?
No, we're not talking about the Nick Cage film. We're talking about the PBS Kids show that gave me legitimate nightmares. If you want to see the nightmare fuel, hop over to Google right now. Look up Gooey Gus. I will wait. He's terrifying. That was one of the most traumatic parts of my childhood, was watching that show. Anyway, yeah, I guess I had a pretty easy childhood, didn't I? One of the worst things that happened to me was I watched a show intended for children. But I've probably talked about this on a stream before because it's, again, one of like the most traumatic things in my childhood. But I cannot stress this enough. In the canon of this kids show that had nothing else even close to this. So, okay, so Ghost Rider was a show about the ghost of an escaped slave, I think, that died and was like helping these children figure out their murder, as well as like a bunch of other stuff. And he could only write like 10 words a day. But he was usually helping these kids with other things, so he used his words on those, and you got very, very little lore on the actual ghost himself, but it was like some really tragic backstory from what I remember. But I stopped watching the show because there is an episode that is about a 5-year-old writing a horror story for their... I guess they were having like a horror story competition in school because, you know, super realistic kids show schools be as they do. But the thing is, it did not tell you as the audience that this was just her reading, for her buddies to grade and judge before she went and turned it into her kindergarten class. This horror story that she'd written. It just started out like any normal episode with what funny shenanigans are going to happen here. And the funny shenanigans were, one of them found a haunted toy. His name was Gooey Gus. And if you put him in boiling water, something bad would happen. So they're like, oh, we better not put him in boiling water. But of course, oh no, they left him in the kitchen above a pot of boiling water, and he fell in and turned into massive, terrifying Gooey Gus, and he could, like, generate slime that was so sticky you could never be unstuck, and then he hunted one of the children down, covered him in slime, and actually ate him, like, murdered a child, And, like, most of the episode was the other kids, like, running through the woods trying to save this kid, but by the time they got there, like, they were too late, and there was, like, a message, like, "You're next," written in slime on the wall. And then you found out that it was just this 5-year-old's fantasy, but I didn't get to that point because I was, like, crying in my mom's lap, and Andrew came by later, my older brother, and told me, like, oh no, that was just, you know, like I was terrified. It was the worst, most traumatic thing I'd ever seen. And, I mean, I was, like, I don't know, when did Ghost Rider run? I don't even know. I was young. I was young enough that I had nightmares for years about this thing. But yeah, so I don't know why I went on that tangent. I'm so sorry. See, this is why I don't narrate things, is because I can't keep track. I just go on tangents. And to be fair, I'm not even sure what I've been saying. I've been thinking about drawing these lines on these pants, but I've been talking about Ghost Rider, I think.
You were summarizing what you think Danny Phantom is.
Oh, okay. What do I think Danny Phantom is? So, okay, so Kim Possible's friend Wade, had a glow up. He lost some weight. He moved to a new town, took on a new name, and became Danny's BFF. I'm assuming that because they're both gadget boys. So Wade, Emo Girl, and Danny fight some shenanigan ghosts. Let's see, teen show. So there's probably, I remember the box ghost because I thought that was funny. There was a ghost of boxes. I think the episode I saw when I was a kid, the ghost was like pop star, Cinder, Ember, something like that. Some fire-themed name, and she ended up in hell. And then, what other types of ghosts are there? Probably at least a few. It's Ember? Okay. So yeah, I remember more than I thought then. Okay, there's probably some food-themed ghosts. Maybe like a pizza ghost. There's got to be at least one love triangle. Because, you know, gosh, so is it that they both like the emo girl, or is it that Danny likes the emo girl but hasn't realized it because inner beauty, and you can't just realize the outward or the inner beauty of a goth girl in the first 20 episodes. That's not in the cartoon show rules. I'm gonna guess he has to keep the ghost thing a secret. I'm not sure if it's, like, because the Ghostbusters live in his neighborhood, or, I don't know, is he afraid of, like, being experimented on? Is there some, like, if he lets too many people know, then his ghost powers are not working anymore? I don't know, there's some comeuppance, some I can't let anyone know, this will be my dark brooding secret. Although I think his friends find out in the first episode. Because again, I started watching it, but I don't know how many episodes I saw, but that was a long time ago. Well, more than it being a long time ago, I just kind of selectively forget stressful things, and that was a pretty stressful time, so probably just got some dissociative amnesia going on there. But yeah, so gosh, does this seem like the type of show that got to do its series finale, or did it end prematurely because no one was watching it? Like, it's got a cult following, which to me says it probably had, like, a good ending, but maybe it didn't. I don't know. But, okay, so the main villain, well, okay, so it's a teen drama, so there's definitely, like, evil Danny somewhere. I know, maybe, like, his personality split when he became a ghost, and he has to, like, fight off his own literal inner demons or something like that. I don't know, but that's a very, very common, like, you know, a Shadow the Hedgehog type scenario. So I'm gonna guess there's an evil Danny. Main villain, though, I think, I don't know, maybe it's actual Satan. Like, I remember there being a hell in the one episode I watched, so I'm just assuming that, like, hell is a place that some of the series takes place in. I don't know, can Danny go, like, back and forth from hell? Is that a thing? Is that part of his ghost powers? Can he just, like, pop in and be like, hey, Beelzebub, what up? Yeah, so he can just go, like, hang out with Beelzebub and be like, what up, bro? No, is he not friends with Beelzebub? No? Okay. So is the devil the villain, then? No? I know, there's gotta be, like, one overarching villain, right? Because it can't be about, like, I don't know, what's a, gosh, I don't know, I can't even think of a kid's show that the villain hasn't been, like, an actual villain and been just like, oh yes, it was my own internal conflict the whole time, you know? I don't know, maybe Danny Phantom will surprise me. Maybe this will be the show that's like, no, it's actually about learning to love yourself and not want to kill yourself. I don't know, is the whole thing like a, what is the word I'm looking for? An allegory for, like, teen suicide? Is this the original 13 Reasons Why? But they're all ghosts. I don't know. So yeah, I haven't seen Danny Phantom. Maybe I should watch some before I draw the other two. I like the art style. It's this guy's thing. It's really unique. Okay. So I am going to color his eyes a little bit. I usually don't color eyes unless there's, like, some significance to it, but I believe his ghost form has green eyes, so that makes there be some significance, you know, and he's got different eye colors depending on what's going on. So I'm going to do some yeah. Beautiful. Oh, shoot. Is there actually some good, like, internal drama in here? Dang. That actually makes me much more interested to watch the show. Huh. Brittany, we might have to watch Danny Phantom.
Okay. I don't remember that well. It's been 13 years.
The person in the Twitch chat, let me know there's like a gosh, was that like a alternate or like a bad future, a bad timeline type of thing going on that actually dealt with some good, like, internal character conflict? Yeah. No, I'm interested. And the thing is, I'm interested in watching everything. It's just a matter of what do I have time for, but I guess I've got all the time in the world right now. But also, if I spend all of my free time just catching up on shows, I'll never get, like, any work done, any drawing done. We watched The Office. That's what we've been doing with our quarantine time. We watched the entire show. We watched The Office. We just finished it last night. And I went, man, I've been just sitting here watching TV, moping around, and haven't been doing anything. I really should get back to drawing, which is why I started doing live streaming again. So, I know, because, I don't know, I guess maybe I do just work better with a schedule, with deadlines. I never feel like I do. Like, whenever I have deadlines, I'm like, oh gosh, this is the worst. But, like, I've had all this time off, and I've just been feeling bad for myself, I guess. So I gave myself a schedule. Now, if I just draw a little bit each day, I'll get back in the groove of it. I'll start feeling better about myself again. That's why I did the Pokemon daily draws, was I was feeling bad about my art. and it was good. Well, and that's the thing, is just drawing always helps. It never seems like that, you know? Like, when the thing you're doing is the problem, never seems like doing it more is what'll fix it. But it is. Yeah. Sorry, I'm like really focused on drawing right now. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do his hair, because it's got such a distinct style, and I want to do something that kind of mimics that, but I don't just want to do the exact thing that they're doing, you know? So I think I'm going to do like a basic like two-tone shading, and then kind of bring in some of those highlight elements to match it. Go ahead and do that with the eyebrows, though, because I like doing the eyebrows a little darker than the hair. Because, I don't know, my general life experience, that's usually how it is. Nope. There we go. I feel like there was some post I saw at some point that was talking about Timmy Turner, Fairly Odd Parents, another one I didn't grow up with, so I haven't seen much, but I feel like there was some post I saw that was talking about that one also being like kind of subtly about Timmy being transgendered. But I don't know if that's just because I'm getting my memes from Tumblr. I don't know. I remember the argument being like pretty convincing, though. Maybe I'm just gullible. I don't know. Yeah. I might need to darken up that, more color there. Okay, would help if I had the right tool. Wait. Pen, please. Okay. I just bit into a strawberry that tasted just like a little bit like garlic. I really need to do a better job washing the cutting board. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. Okay. And then let's make you a little darker. Oh, okay. Okay, well that's a little different than coding, I would say. Or is that the right term? Transcoding? Coding it is? Yeah, I think that's the right word. Yeah, because like every every kid show has some OTT, wouldn't it be funny if main character had to dress up as other gender? Oh, gasp, you know? But, like, I know then you've got things like Star Versus, where Marco's like, yeah, I'm a princess, and yes, I do wear ballet shoes, and yes, I do want this dress, you know? I haven't finished that one, so I don't know how much that persists through the show, but, like, that to me seems more coded than just, but there was an episode where dress, you know? But, again, I don't know, I don't really have, a ton of experience, so I don't feel like I have a ton to say, you know? Well, I don't have any say one way or another, but I don't have much to say, rather, on the subject. Huh. Okay. And I can't read that one. Sorry, I'm not gonna be able to respond to that. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should give. I don't know the creator's name off the top of my head. Maybe I should give his a bit more. His shows a bit more, or not an actual chance. I don't know. If not, there's a lot of shows I just haven't. There's a lot of shows I just haven't watched many seen. I just didn't watch many shows growing up. I watched Kirby and Sonic and Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. So yeah, that's my. I feel like I watched more shows than that. Did I only? Okay, I watched Arthur and Cyber Chase. I watched Arthur and Cyber Chase. The thing is, PBS shows, like, never had a plot. Like, Cyber Chase kind of had a plot, but it was pretty nonsensical and usually didn't matter. It was, like, PBS shows were made to be educational, so you got none of this, like, oh, is this, like, a real story of a half-ghost boy, or is this, you know, the purgatory of a child that, you know, like, got in at the wrong whatever, you know, like, there's no way to look at Cyber Chase and come out with, like, a deep philosophical interpretation, you know? I don't know, maybe I should rewatch Cyber Chase. Maybe there is some deep philosophy that I missed. I doubt it, though. Okay. Nope. Let's alpha lock you. Yeah, sorry, I'm not really gonna, come up with another... Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna come up with another, thing to start talking about, because I think I'm done. I think that's Danny. I think that looks like Danny Phantom, so, yeah, that's what I got with me for today. I'll draw Sam tomorrow, Tucker, if I can figure out how to get my mic working. I don't know. But yeah, there's Danny. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, I'll see y'all at 3 tomorrow.